Hi from New Zealand. I am using my husband's iPad right now and I'm really big on this screen. Whoa. Um, Hi, I'm back this week. Thank you for all your feedback. It was really fun to hear. Really fun to connect with some people via social media. Um, I told myself I was going to shower and do my hair and do my makeup and put on clothes. But I just worked all weekend. And as you can see, I did not. And all I did was actually get rid of some of the black under my eyes because I had so much makeup on last night that I thought that would work. And I just put my hair in a ponytail. Because last week on Monday, I do these on Sunday, someone had commented on my video. Lots of you commented. Thank you. I love that. I'm a words person, so I love it. And I realized, I just happened to look at the video because it kind of takes a still shot. I had done my Facebook debut, not Periscope where I could hide a little bit. No, my Facebook debut with unwashed 3-day hair. I was in a hoodie and, do you want to say hi? Quick hi.
Hi.
Doesn't like you on Facebook. And that was my debut. Yeah, you can have that lolly. Winning at parenting. It's 8:30 in the morning in New Zealand, and I just said I can have a lolly. But it is what it is. And this week, I was really going to try. I was going to put on earrings and get ready, but I just worked all weekend. It wasn't even hard work, you guys. I sat at a conference booth, and I talked to people about my nonprofit. And I did a little bit of helping and volunteering at this conference. I stood around and talked to people. But it was really late nights. Really, really, really late nights. 11:30. That's like the middle of the night for me. I go to bed at 9. And if you can't tell, I've lost my voice. I didn't lose my voice because I worked so hard, even because I talked so hard. I lost my voice because I sang really, really, really loud at this conference. Because there was a lady there, and in my spiritual faith that I'm a part of, there's people that volunteer and they work, and their job is called worship leading. And what that is they sing and have a band a lot of times, and they create an environment so that you can encounter God. And this lady, actually, 20 years ago when I was in college, I would listen to her CDs, I listened to her songs, and I had some of my first real encounters with God through her music. So I was fangirling the whole weekend, trying to be cool, like taking pictures from the side, sending them to friends. She sang on Saturday night. I sang so loud that I feel sorry for the people next to me. Because when in my faith that I following Jesus, we often sing with the people that sing. And we're singing to God. And that's just kind of what we do. And I was singing so loud because we were in this huge conference center. The music was so loud and I was by a speaker. I actually thought I sounded like her. And I lost my voice. Guys, I didn't sound like her. But anyways, okay. Enough about that. Okay, so we talked about last week that, I was telling you that so you could see why I lost my voice. This is not your forever. It's not. And I am telling you things that I wish my 40-year-old self, almost 40-year-old self, could go back and tell my 20-year-old self. But the trick is, my 40-year-old self needs this. And some of my friends that are in their late 40s and 50s and 60s have said, I need these things. So just a little tidbit for you in your 20s, we don't have it figured out. In our 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. I thought all those women had it figured out. They don't. They're hot messes too. But this week, I had an experience at the conference. Wasn't going to talk about this, but now I am. And the thing I want to say, I wish I could have told my 20-year-old self is walk straight through it. Whatever it is, just walk through it. Don't try to run away from it. Don't try to avoid it. Don't try to passive-aggressive your way through it. Just go straight through it, whatever it is. Some of you are walking through divorce. I've never done that. I've had a couple good friends, and I've walked through it with them, and it is painful and torturous. Just walk through it. And I'm going to highlight a friend that has walked it beautifully. later in our talks because I think she has a lot to teach you guys, and I want to introduce you to her. Hold on one second. I'm just going to shut the door to my bathroom because my child is going to the bathroom. Sorry. This is so not professional. And Peppa Pig is going on in the back. But walk right through it. Because I saw a friend this weekend I haven't seen in about 5 years. And when I did see her 5 years ago, I said hi. We chatted, but my heart was broken because we weren't really friends. I had listened to someone that was not a person that was very kind, which is it's a whole nother video, that there's people in the world that just aren't nice. Because I just think, well, they surely they didn't mean that. But this person said some really mean things about me and to me. Again, a whole nother video. And had said that this person had thought a certain way about me. I was newly married. I was like newly 6 months. Even though I was in my 30s, I was, oh my gosh, I was like an 18-year-old emotionally and relationally. In this new country, with a family I didn't know yet. All the friends that I thought were going to be my friends, long story, it didn't work out. And this person said, this woman thinks this about you. And I went, okay. Well, really, I didn't. I cried and I said lots of bad words and it was ugly. But instead of going to this person and saying, hey, do you think that? Like, oh, that sucks because that breaks my heart. That's not who I am. That's not what I meant. Let me say sorry. I did this. It's not happening. It's not happening. I can't hear it. I can't see it. It's not happening. And I just ignored it. And I lost my voice. I lost my voice in that friendship. That's another one. We're going to talk about how to keep your voice. Find it and keep it. And make it sure it's kind. But find it and keep it. But I lost my voice. And I never just took care of it. I never handled it. So I saw this friend at this conference. She came and gave me a massive, huge hug. And I was shocked. Because I don't really know anybody. I don't even know why this particular conference asked me to volunteer. Because I barely show up at church on Sundays. But they asked me, so I did it. And she came and gave me this big hug. Happened to be in an area that only a certain type of person was there. They're called senior pastors. So I was with maybe 50 people of about 2,000 helping serve food and drinks and that kind of stuff. Saw this friend. She gave me a hug. She went in onto the conference. I went in onto the conference and I had to sit in the top back because I had to go help later. And I thought, I'm just going to tell her. No, I can't do that. I can't say this is why I didn't talk to you for 5 years. That's embarrassing. And that's dumb. And she hugged me, so it's all fine. Sat there. Didn't always listen to what was going on because I kept thinking, no, I'm going to just say it. And then I thought, no. I'm going to walk right through this. I'm going to keep my voice. I let someone have my voice. I let someone tell me I didn't have a voice. And that didn't work out really well. I was a mess, like a mess, my first 3 years here in New Zealand. So I'm going to do it. So I knew she'd be at this next thing because I was helping serve food. Well, I was supposed to be helping serve food. I talked to her the whole time. I don't think they really appreciated that. But so I saw her, so we were chatting and catching up because we only had a quick hug before. And I said, hey, I need to tell you something. She was like, oh, okay. Just so gracious, so beautiful, so loving. I said, I didn't really keep in contact with you, even though I moved back to New Zealand. And to be fair, I didn't keep in contact with anyone. It wasn't you, but this is why. And I just told her, and I didn't defame the person. I didn't slander the person. I just said, someone said this. And I didn't ever come ask you. And I was afraid to talk to you because I couldn't handle it if you didn't like me. So what I did instead was I ignored you so that you did not like me, and which totally makes sense, right? Because if I ignore someone and they don't like me, it doesn't hurt as bad. It's not true. It hurts just as bad. So I'm walking right through this conversation. It's awkward as heck, you guys. And she's just gracious looking at me going, oh my gosh, I never said that about you. I'm so sorry that you've thought this for 5 years. I really like you. And we both aren't amazing at keeping in contact. So neither of us were really hurt, but I needed to clear the air. We had this great hug and we talked and we chatted and we moved on to our kids and what she's doing now because she's running this amazing thing and we have mutual friends. And it was like nothing had passed because I walked right through it. You guys, why didn't I walk through it 6 years ago? I don't know. Because I really thought the smart thing was to hide, run away. You don't like me, you think this about me, so I know what I'll do. I'll ignore you. And that will work really well. It didn't work really well, you guys. It was horrible. And I just realized I've talked for 10 minutes. But I promised you I wasn't going to edit this. Oh, look, you can even see my nice gray hairs. Lovely. So I'm going to put this up, and if you don't want to watch it, it's okay. Because I'm walking right through it. And I'm doing stuff like this because I think we need to hear things like that. Because hiding and illogical thoughts, like ignore someone that doesn't like you, even though you don't know if they don't like you because you were actually friends and that's really going to take care of it. It doesn't take care of anything. It did not help me because every time I saw this person on Instagram or Facebook or one of our mutual friends, I was like, oh, she really thinks I'm a horrible person. And then I got to this point where I was like, I'm okay that she thinks I'm a horrible person. I have grown, and truthfully I did. That's fine, but I have grown. She thinks I'm a horrible person, but I'm okay. She never thought I was a horrible person. She probably didn't think about me all that much in general. But if I could go back and tell, and that was even in my 20-year-old self. You guys, if you're in your 20s learning things, you are far better than me because I was a hot, emotional mess, a victim, crazy, a baby, horrible. So you were winning if you're learning anything in your 20s, because I was not. I was 32 when this happened. So maybe this is what my 40-year-old self should tell my 30-year-old self. But it's what I need to know now. Just walk through it. You feel stupid at a conference. You feel like you should make this right. Do it. I'm so glad I did because this friend is so loving and so gracious. And I missed out on funny comments on Instagram. We don't live in the same city. But I missed out because I wouldn't walk right through it because I was too afraid. So 40-year-old Dana, this is what I'm telling 20-year-old Dana. Walk through it. Don't be scared of it. You're stronger than you think. It's usually not as bad as you think. And if it is as bad as you think, it's not your forever. So, okay, I will end now. It's been 12 minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay, bye for now.